Hello everybody. It is time for a Yarny video. So let's get to it. I don't have a lot of progress to show you, but I do have some things that I have purchased to show you. All right. So let's just show you what I've worked on. Let's do that first. Okay. Because like I said, there's not much. Okay. So first off is my shawl I'm working on for our crochet along with Angie. Okay. So let me get that out of here first. Show you this. Here's my yarn. I'm getting to the blue, folks. I'm getting to the blue. Okay. So let me show you what I got here. Here we go. This is the shawl so far. Look, it's getting pretty good sized. I mean, I gotta spread it out a little bit. Okay. So it's not real long yet. That's the thing. It's not real long. It's getting wider. It's gonna be very wide. But I did get into, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Let me do it like this. No, you can't really tell. There you go. I did get into the blues. See the blue? I got into the blue down here at the bottom. And then actually this section right here is blue, purple and black. So that was darker. And then up here at the top is all of the purple. So it is starting to change colors and it's very pretty. I've got quite a bit of yarn left to go, and I'm just going to keep going. This pattern repeats. It's like many rows of a repeat. I'm just going to keep going. And you can kind of really tell the colors here. Can you tell there? See the purple, there's the blue, right? Okay, so that's that. I'm just going to keep going until it's, big enough, or until I run out of yarn. That's probably what I'm going to do, until I run out of yarn. Okay. I did show this in my crafty vlog, and I didn't show it very well. So I don't know. Hang on. Let's see. I'm going to move you back, first of all, and let's see if I can get more of this in frame. So here is my Expression Fiber Arts blanket. So it was very interesting to work on. The way that it did little striped sections. It started in the center, and then you just kind of went around two corners, and sometimes you only did. It was very interesting. It's an interesting construction, how it's put together. But it is so stinking pretty. It's gorgeous. It is just beautiful. Look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. Absolutely love it. And all the colors went together really nice and everything. So soft and squishy this yarn is. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me get something real quick. I forgot. I completely forgot the 2024 Expression Fiber Arts Crochet Along. I have my first 2 squares are done, and I'm ready to order my yarn for my 3rd square. Oh, I know what I did here. I've attached the labels in a weird way, so I know what they were. So this was month 2, and see, I tied the label on, and this was the first month. And again, I've tied the label on here so I can tell what they were. So I used up almost all of the 2nd month, right? Okay, so let me show them to you. Here's the 1st square. This is January's square. It makes these diamonds pretty, right? Aren't they cool? And this, again, this is a worsted weight yarn, and these are just soft, squishy. I have to weave in some ends, and I do have to block them. This one, and they said right up front, this one is going to need major blocking, okay? And it does. So it's a really, I don't know. They said it's going to be rounded corners, and it sure is. So it's very small, and you really need to block the poopies out of it, and got to really stretch it. Now, I got like a little nub here in the center, and they said that when you block it, that should block out, but we're gonna block it like crazy. It is tonal. There's some lighter and darker colors in it, as you can tell, but we're gonna block it like severely and see what happens. So like I said, I am ready to order the 3rd month. This was all puff stitches, and I think that might be why it got all wiggy wonky like it did. So I'm ready to order March's yarn, and I have March's clue. Okay, so let's talk about something that I have been working on, but I haven't worked on it in a long time. Oh, hang on. Okay, we're moving you. Okay, I'm ready to get back to it and work on it again. And that is my pretty squares of all of my hand-dyed yarns, right? So I took this to the yarn store the other day, well, last week one day, and I said, I'm looking for a superwash merino that will blend with all of these. Now, these are all very creamy. This one, I don't know, it's kind of got a cream. It's got a little cream in it. So I was looking for a yarn that would go with all of these pretty colors, and I found a yarn. And it is the shop owner's hand-dyed yarn. And this one happens to just be undyed. It is not dyed. It is on her Clever Gnome base, which is the DK, and it's called Moonlight. So there's my cream, right? So think about it. If I'm joining these squares together, right, with this cream, it's going to work just beautifully, I think. I believe. Look, put it with this. I mean, hang on. Hang on. If I put it between these two, what's it look like between these two? See, it's gonna go with all of these squares, I think. So I just bought one hank of it. I'm gonna maybe join a couple together. I've got to get busy making more. I had a couple people in the shop looking at it, and every time I got to this one, they were like, ooh, that one's so pretty. And they named it something. They called it some square, which it's not, because these are all hooked on granny squares, but it looked like something that they were familiar with. Anyhow, I got that, so I want to work on that. I really want to get that going. Okay, so those are the things I've worked on. That's what I've worked on. Okay, in Texas, Angie and I, you know, we stopped at a yarn shop. We stopped at Arkansas Yarn Company, and we each got a hank of this. It's in fingering weight, because that's all they put it on. The only base was fingering. It's either this or the sparkle fingering. So this is Nitty Natty yarn, and I've shown you this before. But this was Nitty Natty. She's on YouTube, and her and her husband are traveling the country in their van, living in their van, and they're touring yarn shops and national parks, and they're doing that for a whole year, visiting all 50 states. She stopped and dyed this with the owner. So it's pretty cool, like souvenir kind of yarn. You know what I'm saying? Souvenir yarn. Okay. This came while I was in Texas. This is my next Annie's Kit Club. Remember, I'm doing the Happy Days Afghan. So here's the pattern. So this month we're going to make a large square, 2 large squares, 3 small squares, and a stripe. It kind of points to the ones that we're going to make this month. And that's the pattern in there. And here's the yarns. So we have a pretty golden color and a yellow. This is all Premier Anti-Pilling. It's a 4-weight yarn, acrylic, won't pill, all that good stuff. So there's those 2 colors. And then the pretty stuff. Then the pretty stuff's in the bag. So I have 2 purples and a pink. So these are going to be, I haven't started any of these yet. So I got to get busy. I got to start making some squares. I start making some squares and some stripes and all that fun stuff. I do have a project bag that holds all of these yarns for the Annie's kit. So I'm going to get busy with that. So I got things to do, This I've had hanging around for a little while. This is from one of my new favorite yarn companies, Bad Sheep Yarn. They had a Valentine's Romancy set. Now the Romancy set had 4 colors. Yeah, 4 colors. And I only got 1 of them. So the one that I got from, well, I got 2. Technically, I got 2. Let me show you the 2 from the Romancy set. First of all, I got a little pin. It says Romancy Club, right? And this is one of the yarns. This one is called Eric. And it's just this beautiful, like rusty type of color. And I got it in a mini. I'll show you why in a second. I only got this one in a mini. All right. But this was from the Romancy set. And this one is Lyra. Lyra. These are all DK weight superwash merino with some nylon. Look how pretty Lyra is, right? It's this pretty corally color. Goes with this beautifully. But wait. Let me show you what else I bought to go with it. This was not from the Romancy set. This is one of the yarns that they came out with, I don't know, a little while ago. And it's Clara. So look at Clara. Look how pretty Clara is. Now, let's put this together. And let's put this together. And look what we have, right? Look how gorgeous those are together, right? There is some darker flecks of this color in Clara. This color is in Clara. What a perfect match. So, I mean, this is a shawl just screaming for make me, make me. You could use this as like the trim or something, right? Gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so that is an order that I got from Bad Sheep Yarn. I got quite a collection of Bad Sheep yarn now. It's kind of growing, my collection there. Okay. All right. Subscription boxes. I'll save the one that I have eliminated till the end. I have chosen the one I'm not going to get any longer, and I'll save that one till last. And I'll tell you why that's the one I chose to take out of the lineup. Okay. First, we have Yarn Bliss from Speckled Finch. They always come in a box. And look, they're always wrapped in tissue paper. Look, they got birds. Love birds. Okay, here's my invoice. Here's my packet of goodies. Let's get that out first, and then I'll show you the yarn. The yarn's very pretty. Comes like this in their little organza bag. Here's their card that tells us what we've got in our box this month. And it's called For the Birds. It's the March 2024 box, inspired by the birds. So we have Kingfisher for the bird yarn, Cordon Bleu Finch stitch marker by Firefly Notes, Raven yarn sticker by Camp Stitchwood, and some bird scissors. Yeah, I got scissors. They fell in my lap. Look at, they're like the little stork scissors, right? Ooh, oh, they can't open with a thing on them. I tried to open them. Yeah, little storky scissors. Cute. I don't have any like that. I got some nice scissors now, though. Okay, here's our sticker. Look, isn't he cute? Little sticker. That's from Camp Stitchwood. And here is our stitch marker. Oh, this is really pretty. It's blue. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but inside the bird, there you go. Inside the bird is blue. Cool. That's from fireflynotes.com. Oh, they're in British Columbia. Ooh, okay. All right, ready for the yarn? I know you're ready for the yarn. Here we go. Look at that. Right? How pretty is that? Wow, that's pretty. Okay. The blues, the rust colors, a little brown in there. That's super pretty. And it's called Kingfisher. I mean, that's why there is a kingfisher on the back of a card, right? He's a kingfisher. It is Bouncy DK. There's 231 yards. Hand wash it in cool water and lay it flat to dry. Super pretty. Love that one. That's super pretty. Okay, so there's that. Next, put this junk to the side, the trash. Okay, next we have Yarnable. I love Yarnable. I could not get rid of Yarnable. Somebody suggested that I get rid of Yarnable, and I was like, no. Yarnable has the best accessories that come with it. They find some of the coolest stuff, the little add-ons. And you know, that's really part of the fun of these, not just the yarn, but the add-ons, okay? They always get these little pouches, and they have a card, and their card, this smells. There's a scent. Here We Grow Again. This is their March box. Here We Grow Again. Let's see, what's in our box? Sulfate-free vegan hair care with a travel size shampoo bar from Zoe. That's what I'm smelling. Of Natural Spa Cosmetics. Okay. Bar shampoo. My sister uses bar shampoo. I've never tried that. Embrace the charm of handmade craftsmanship with Paper Sushi's yarn ball sheep markers. And then flaunt your knitting passion with Yarnable's cheeky pin back button. It says, go away, I'm knitting. So, anyhow, the earliest known examples of yarn were found in Switzerland and date back to over 20,000 years ago. Wow, that's a long time ago. Okay, so here is our pin. Go away, I'm knitting. Go away, I'm knitting. I wish it said crochet, of course, but, and here is our soap. Mini rosemary lime. It's not soap. I'm sorry, it's shampoo. I might give this a try. I'm going to open it. This is what I smell. It's this rosemary. Gosh, maybe I'll open it. Where's my stork scissors? Oh, stork scissors, where are you? I'm just tearing this little bag up now. Little package. I want to see it. Oh, it doesn't look like much. But yeah, that is bar shampoo. I don't know. I did use it once when I was helping my sister wash her hair. She had bar shampoo. I was like, okay, I've never used that before. Oh, these are cute. These would be helpful. Oh my goodness. From Paper Sushi Shop. They're little markers and they say right side, wrong side. How many times do you forget which side of your project you're on? Right side and wrong side stitch markers. I love those. I love those. Okay, those are super cute. All right, and their yarn always comes in this little canvasy bag. This is so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh. And it is called Here We Grow Again Plush DK. 246 yards. Are you ready? It's so pretty. Look at it. It's blue with little purple and pink speckles in it. They are the master of the speckles. Oh, I have to tell you something. I may have purchased an advent from them for this year. I did. He did. So I think there's a 12 skein advent and it's unique. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. It is unique. It is cool. It's going to be fun to get their advent this year, but that is the yarn for March. Super pretty. Love it. Somebody asked me in a video once what I can do with single skeins of yarn. Lots. There are many of these yarns, and I will go through them at some point. Many of these yarns that can combine with another one to make a project, a blanket, a shawl, a scarf, you know, things like that. There are also many projects you can do with just one hank of yarn, you know. This could make mittens, it could make a hat, it could make several things, it could make a cowl. There's lots of things you could do with one hank if you can't find something in your stash that's going to go together and match it. But, I mean, you'll be surprised, especially if you watch. I watch Bad Sheep Yarn every Thursday night. She does a live. And what she does is pairings. And people will ask, can I see this yarn with this yarn and this yarn? And then she makes all these combinations of her yarns. They're all different. One skein, one hank, but they look great together. Not all of them look great together, but a lot of them do. So you can always do that. Just combine your skeins, your hanks, into a project. So I'm sad to say, but Southern Skeins is the one that I am eliminating. I had them once before, and I canceled it. And then I started it again after I got their advent last year. But they're the ones, I've already canceled it. I know. Somebody had to go. And I will just say the only basis I had for canceling this one, the yarn is just lovely. Nothing to do with the yarn. It's beautiful yarn. It's just, I think some of the goodies that come with the other yarns are just so much more fun than this box. And that was the only thing I could base my choice on. That was the only thing. All right, so the colorway is Besties. And what do we have? We have Tula Pink Puppy Eyes. Oh, I didn't get the bag, so I don't get the bag. We have a clay stitch marker. We have some scented lotion, a row counter, and tea. See, okay, there's what I'm getting at right there. This box always seems to have tea and hand lotion. And I don't drink tea, and I don't need the little packets of hand lotion. So I've been giving a bunch of those away, but I just think, I just kind of like the other goodies from the other two companies a little bit better. So that was my decision. It was, I had to choose one. I can't keep getting, and I really, really can't. I can't keep getting more subscription boxes. I'll tell you why in a minute. My last item. All right, so here's the tea, Fusion green and white tea, and then these little packets, French lilac. I've given these away to a lot of people. Here's the stitch marker. It's cute. It's a little puppy dog, stitch marker. And this is interesting. It's kind of unique. It's a row counter or a stitch counter. So, you got to wear it or something, put it on your finger or something, and you click the button and count your stitches and whatnot. And I've never tallied or counted stitches before. I don't even know how to turn it off. How do you go? I don't know how to turn it off. No idea. I can make it count, but I don't know how to make it turn off. I can reset it. I really don't know how to turn it off. Okay, we'll play with that later. Anyhow, here's the yarn. Okay. And, okay, I don't know if, I'm not a sock making person, but if I was a sock making person, I'm not sure I would put these together. So here's the base yarn. It's cream with pink speckles and like some gray speckles. That's very pretty. I like the base yarn, but I don't know that I would put this green with it. If you're going to make a pair of socks, would you put this with it? I know they like to do real contrast for toes and heels and stuff, but I don't know that I'd put those two together. Anyhow, that is the Southern Skeins yarn. And is it for March? Is it March's box? No, this was February's box. I think I'm probably going to get March's box as well, though, based on when I canceled. I think I'll probably get March. So, anyhow, when I was at my local yarn shop, okay, she does a live on Friday mornings. The Yarn Garden, Michigan. She does a live every Friday morning. And she had shown this, and I was really interested. I didn't jump on it in January, but this is February. Yeah, it's a year-long thing. A year-long yarn. And it is from Wonderland Yarns. So they're doing this thing this year, and it's based on books and literature. So this is a progress card, actually. You can keep your progress there about what you're working on. And the yarn, it's all based on some novels. This one is the Crawford House is invited to attend a celebration ball in honor of Miss Fanny Price at Mansfield Park, February 4th, 2024 at 5 o'clock in the evening. Sir Thomas Bertram and Lady Bertram. So it's based on a novel. I don't know which one. I don't know. But we're invited to the party. So we're invited to the party. Now, once you get your yarn, you get your patterns. Okay, so these came with stitch markers from Gilded Notions. They got some Gilded Notions here. Look at those. Those are pretty. There, get the glare off it. Got a book and a key. Cute, right? Cute. And here's the yarn. Okay, it came like this in a nice little bag. Here's the yarn. Oh, super pretty. It's called Mad Hatter. This is a sport weight. Okay, let me just say, sometimes there's not a whole lot of difference in weights. This sport weight is the same weight as these DKs. I swear, they're very comparable. They are super comparable in weight. This might be a tad thinner than the DK. Anyhow, it's on the Mad Hatter base, which is their sport weight. It is 344 yards. And inside, it's called Tour of the Season. This one is Mansfield Park. Inside this band is QR code for the patterns. They're doing squares, monthly squares. So I have the pattern for January. I have the pattern for February. I was assured that just because I missed January's yarn, I would still have plenty of yarn to complete this project if I just bought the rest of the yarn. I think there's enough yarn in here to make 3 of the squares for February. So it's pretty. Isn't it pretty? It is so pretty and soft. Oh my goodness, is it soft. It is what? It's 100% superwash merino. It is super, super soft. Okay, love it. Super squishy, super soft. So I got another year-long project here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the yarns. Let's just show you the yarns. Oh, the yarns together. That's not all of them. Hang on, hang on. We got a couple more. Okay, here's all the beautiful yarns I got this month. Aren't they pretty? Oh my goodness. I got to get my fingers busy. Get my fingers moving. Ah, gorgeous. Okay, so maybe someday it would be fun if I go and grab my basket, because I have a great big basket now of all the hand-dyed hanks I have. See if I could do some pairings and pair up some things that would go together and make beautiful projects, right? Oh, that's not all of the yarn I got. I am not even telling you the truth, am I? No, I got these too. There. Okay, there we go. There. Let's add those in there. Now, there we go. I know, right? It's a lot of yarn to get in a month. See? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is unusual. I won't always get this. That was a special purchase, but anyhow. And this one. When am I gonna ever get a hand-dyed hank of yarn that a creator that I follow helped create this and dye it, you know? Well, she didn't dye this one. She dyed a batch while she was there, and now they're making all the rest. But anyhow. Okay, that's what I got for Yarny stuff. I gotta go. I got things to do, man. I got things to do. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope to see you in the next one. And let me know what you would do with some of the individual hand-dyed hanks of yarn. I think there's plenty of options and ideas out there. All right. Talk to you next time, everybody. Have a great day.